Tomorrowverse isn't all bad. Some of the movies are decent. Superman, Justice Society, Batman Long Halloween, and Legion of Superheroes are okay. But that's exactly the problem. Even these okay movies have their issues, and overall, the entire Tomorrowverse bores me. All of them have a huge pacing issue. It's really hard to get through them without speeding it up to 1.25 or 1.5. Batman The Long Halloween has the most interesting story in Tomorrowverse, but they try too hard to stretch it into two movies, and it's honestly so slow at times. Another problem with the Tomorrowverse is how hard it tries to build up Crisis on Infinite Earths. They sprinkled hints of Crisis all the way back in Justice Society, but instead of making us interested in the big picture, it was just confusing. In Justice Society World War II, there was this guy who mind controlled Aquaman. I was like, who's this guy? Why can't he mind control people? We only learned that he was Psycho Pirate in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2, which came out 3 years after Justice Society. I had already forgotten about him at that point, so it meant nothing to me. The same thing happened in Legion of Superheroes. The big bad of that movie was Brainiac, who only appeared for a few seconds in Justice Society. We know nothing about the guy, but now he's suddenly a big deal. Tomorrowverse desperately tried to build up Crisis, and the completeness of some movies suffered as a result. The whole thing is such a snooze fest, and it's a shame. I'm not a big fan of the style either, it just looks cheap. It could have worked if the animation was good, but sadly it was slow and clunky. The voices are decent, but the dialogue is terrible. I get they probably didn't have a lot of budget, but still, these movies are hard to get through because of how slow and bland they are. I honestly don't know what to expect from DC animated movies now. I'm really not excited about their 2025 lineup. Do we really need a Batman Ninja sequel?